Welcome to Cooking with Miss O. Let's join Mary Beth Oxendine in the kitchen as she teaches you how to cook Southern style healthy.
Hey, I'm Gus Herondale with Springer Mountain Farms, and I'm here with the Cooking with Miss O show. And the star of the Cooking with Miss O show is Mary Beth Oxendine. Mary Beth, thank you for letting me be here.
Oh, we love having you here. You know that. Yeah. And we're doing our freezer meals with your chicken.
Correct.
Yes, and so now today we're doing freezer meals with chicken that I can't get in my grocery store.
A lot of people don't carry the dark meat items in Springer Mountain Farms, and what we need to do is get people to ask for it. I think the thigh is the best part of the chicken to me, but I don't know. It seems like the grocers, they want to think for the consumer, for the man or the lady, and they think they just want breasts. Well, they don't. They want drums and thighs. Now, you can get our drums and thighs online. If you go to SpringerMountainFarms.com, we'll ship them to you on that way too. But best thing you could do is please ask your grocer to put some Springer Mountain Farms dark meat items in there, and you can get it at Publix. You can buy Springer Mountain Farms, Ingles, Publix, Earth Fare, Food Line, all these different... Bi-Lo, thank you, Bi-Lo, all the different places. And tell all these grocery store chains to put dark meat in. So I'm really looking forward to what you're going to cook today, because like I said, the dark meat's my favorite part.
I know it is. You told me the thighs and the drums.
Yes, thighs and the drums. A lot of people want to call drumsticks whole legs. But they're not. They call them legs. They're not. Now, if you got the drum and the thigh together, that is your whole leg. But just when you split them in half, you got thighs, you got drumsticks. That's correct.
Thanks for telling me that, because I've just called them chicken legs.
That's correct.
Yes. And that's wrong. But you said when they have the back on it, what's it called?
A leg quarter.
Leg quarter.
Yeah, if you've got your drum and your thigh with the back on it, that's a leg quarter.
Now, do you have that for people to get to, the leg quarter?
No, I don't have the leg quarters, not in Springer Mountain Farms, no ma'am.
Okay, now let me ask you about wings. I get a lot of requests for wings.
Yes, we do pack a wing, and again, you can get it online or ask your grocery store to please carry Springer Mountain Farms wing. We'll fix them right up.
Now, there's one more thing I want you to explain to everybody, because I had asked you about some eggs once where it had a symbol that was similar to the Humane Society symbol.
Correct.
So now, when people ask me, they say, now, is it organic? And I tell them it's better than organic.
Our chicken is better than organic. Like, again, I use the eggs to make the chicken. I don't sell any eggs.
No, but what I was asking is, the American Humane Society is a level above organic, right? When you have that on your...
Well, it's part of our program. You don't have to be certified by the American Humane Association to be organic.
Yes.
But if you're we're not organic, and I don't want to be organic. And the reason why I don't want to be organic is you can be organic, you can still feed the birds antibiotics and call yourself organic. You can give the birds, to be organic, they have to have access to the outside. That doesn't mean they go outside. They've just got access to the outside. And if you go outside, then the birds are subject to predators, they're subject to disease, they're subject to eat anything off the ground. And if you've ever been raised on a farm, you know that chickens will pick and they will eat anything. So what we do is we keep them in a house that's cool, it's heated, they got fresh water, they don't need anything, and they're protected, they're not scared, they're not from predators. Whereas, I said, if you say organic, you can feed them antibiotics. My chicken is never ever fed any antibiotics, and it's fed an all vegetable diet, and is fed human grade grains, and that is what, and the feed and the way you raise them with more space and taking care of them better, it makes a better product.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. It makes a better product.
The thing that I tell people sometimes now, and tell me if I'm wrong here, our ground now has been so sprayed with pesticides and everything like that, and if they are out pecking in that ground and that stuff is there, then they can get that, and then we eat that. And that's why I like that you have it so clean. It's not like it was back in the little house in the prairie days that the fields were just clear and clean anymore.
No, and we test, before we ever build a chicken house, we test the soil for contaminants. Have we found contaminants? Yes, we have. We didn't build a chicken house there. And we found it used to, the people want to build a chicken house on this land, and like I said, it looked pretty and green and all like that, but we tested the soil, and before they had been stored, they, what do you call them, on telephone poles, the condensers, or and that oil will spill out on there. But anyway, we're very, very safe, and we've got our own lab at Springer Mountain Farms. We do over 35,000 assays a month in our lab. Every load of grain every load of anything that we bring in to our feed mill, it's all tested before we ever unload it and put it in our feed formula. It's
have
all
you ever
tested
had to
for
send
contaminants.
any trains
Yes,
back?
yes, we have.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Have we found contaminants? Yes, we have. But everybody knows now that it's a supplier of us that we're looking, and they know that if
They can't slide something by you.
that's correct.
Yes,
That
because
is
people
correct.
will do that.
That is correct. One time we found we found some pesticides, and it had come in and it had gotten contaminated with cow tags had somehow or another got in there, you know, and they'll put a tag in a cow's ear to keep the bugs away from them, keep the insects away from them. It's like a flea collar or something. But anyway, one of those things, it got in the corn somehow or another, and just a freak thing. But we turned it down, found it for them. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So you are as careful as you say. In
Yes, we are.
And
we
the
sure
American
are.
Humane Society checks you.
The American Humane Society comes and audits us they never tell us when they're coming. They just show up, and they're very, very thorough, and they're very, very strict. Yes. And I'm very, very proud. Has the American Humane Association gotten or taught us how to grow a better chicken? Yes, they have. Yes, yes, it has. And has being antibiotic free taught us how to grow a better chicken? Yes, it has. We don't have the crutch. You don't have the crutch. And a lot of these people are saying now, well, I'm going to be antibiotic free in 2 years or something like that. Well, what they don't tell you in the fine print is they're really skewing the playing field, because what they're saying is, or what they say, I'm not going to use any antibiotics that pertain to humans. Now, I'm going to use antibiotics that's okay for chickens, but just not any humans. Well, I don't use any antibiotics. No,
Period.
nothing, never. Not human, not for poultry, not for anything. There is no antibiotics fed, and so you got to watch out for what you're getting. And I'm the real deal. I sure am.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Well,
now,
thank you. I didn't mean to bore you with the chicken lesson. Okay.
I wanted you to, because what I need y'all to do, because I love the drumsticks,
Yes.
and I cannot buy them in any of the stores. Now, of course, Ingles is my store that sponsors me, and I absolutely love Ingles, because when my daughter was so sick, that was the first grocery store I could go in and buy food at, because they started with organics before anybody else. So that is my favorite store because of that, you know. And so call Ingles, call the main office, tell them we want more of this, okay? Because I would rather you
Spring
shop.
Mountain Farms dark meat products in there, because right now all Ingles is carrying is our individually wrapped breast,
And so when
which is a great product.
When I do my cooking classes, I go to Ingles first, but that's the only Springer Mountain they've got. So then I have to take them to other stores, which really bothers me.
I understand.
Because I would like it all to be
and
in
I
their
hate to say
store.
that on your show too, but you said that I could. So it is. Like I said, go to Publix, go to Buy-Low,
I know,
go to Food Line.
And I like those stores too, but they're just not my favorite.
I understand.
Because of that.
I understand.
But
Ingles is good to us too.
it is, and it's an American-owned
That is
one
correct.
too, and that's what I
Yeah,
like
that's
too,
correct.
and a Southern American-owned one.
Yes, they do a great job.
They do. All right, and now what we're going to do today is I got this book a long time ago, and it's called The Freezer Cooking Manual from 30 Day Gourmet. You can probably find it online. And these two ladies were in the same church together. One was a pastor and one was a youth director or something. The husbands were. And they had kids, and that was when my kids were little. And so you can find that online somewhere, used, or maybe they still have it. I haven't looked it up.
Pronounce that lady's name?
No. Tara and Nancy is all I recall.
Tara and Nancy.
How about that? Okay. So, and I think one of them has gone off to the mission field. They might be back now. But I really love this, and I got that. My daughter and I, when she was younger, and we were doing this. So I've changed it to my healthy stuff. But some of them I didn't have to. I just changed what I use, because some of it I just do a little bit more healthy. So what I want
I like the way you always take the recipes and you do, and then you put your twist on it to make it healthy, just like with RC, with our barbecue chicken.
That's
on that program.
That's right. And so we tried it first the way it was, and then I changed things up, you know, and so that's how we did it. So today, this is one of my freezer meals that my family really likes, and it's called the Parsley Parmesan Chicken, and you use it with the chicken parts.
Okay.
So,
but right now, let's take a commercial break.
Okay, thank you. Welcome back, y'all. We're going to do the Parsley Parmesan. Boy, that's a tongue tire, isn't it?
Parsley Parmesan chicken.
Chicken dinner. And we're doing it with chicken parts. which are your thighs.
And the drumstick.
And the drumsticks. And so all you're going to have to do, whether it's a husband, wife, or a single person, when you do this freezer meal, you put it. We're going to put it together for you, and then you'll see what we're going to do. And then all you do is put it in raw into the freezer.
Correct.
And then it will freeze, but it will also marinate while it's doing that. And then when you want to take it out to cook it, you take it out the night before, put it down in your refrigerator, and then when you get home from work or whatever you're doing or ready for it at that time, all you do is dump that bag into a 9x13 baking dish. And you don't have to grease it or anything. And then if you want to cover it for a little while with some tinfoil, but you don't even have to do that.
Okay.
Pop it into a 350
That
degree
350?
oven and let it cook for an hour. I would probably check it in about 45 minutes to see.
Okay.
And if you have to turn it or whatever, but you don't usually have to because it's moist enough and everything. So it does just great.
Right.
And then you can just put your own sides with it.
Okay.
So,
Like I said, but all we're doing is preparing it, putting it in the bag, put it in the freezer.
That's it.
You're going to cook it later.
That's right.
Okay.
So it's one of our 30 meals. Now let me tell you, when I do one of these meals, I usually, since it's a 4-week or a 5-week month, I do 4 or 5 of these, but we're just going to show one. So when I have this recipe in the freezer, I usually have about 4 of those done, 4 of these bags.
So you can eat one a week.
That's right, and that's the way all of mine are. And then also, I end up with a few more bags. So say somebody calls me and says, so-and-so's just had their baby. Can you take a meal over? All I have to do is take out a freezer meal. And sometimes I don't unfreeze it. I just put a little note on there and tell her how to do it. When you need a meal and there's not a meal, just pop this in your freezer and then you can take it down.
That's great.
So,
that's great.
Or somebody's come home from the hospital or something like that.
No, that's very nice. Great idea.
So now, we're going to chop some parsley here. You can use parsley flakes, but I really like to use the fresh parsley.
Yes.
We won't use all of that, of course. And so, but this is raw fruit, and it's Clayton raw, out of the lower part of the state. They're around, well, a little further past Columbia. And so
grown in South Carolina.
That's what I love.
I
yes,
like it.
Georgia or South Carolina or North Carolina.
Yes,
I like my food from.
I understand.
Okay, so we're just going to cut off a little bit of this top part here, Gus. Let's just undo it.
Okay.
And then you can just take a few out. There, we'll just take a few out. And if you will chop, I would say.
Okay,
there,
just chop
do
it.
that.
Now, do we want
Try to leave some of the stems off. Don't use so much of that.
Don't try to use so much stem. We're
here,
looking for
like
the
this.
parsley leaves.
We are.
Yes.
That's right.
Not the stems, the
Now
leaves.
I'll just tie that back, and then I put it back in my refrigerator. So go ahead. with that.
Okay, put it
I'm
back
gonna
in
set
the
that
refrigerator, and I'm going
on
to
a
chop
paper
us
towel
up some
here.
leaves here. You gave me
There
a
we
lot
go.
of stems.
And then what else we're going to do is we need to do the breadcrumbs here. It calls for 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs. And so I've already done this, and I'm thinking this is enough. And see, I make my bread up, y'all, fresh, and then I let it sit for a while so it'll be dry, not too moist. Because it's hard to, then it gums up some, you know. So we're going to put that over here. And I'm going to start measuring all this, okay?
Righty. Okay, you're going to call out what measurements we need.
I sure am. Now we need 2 tablespoons of the parsley flakes, and we're going to put all of this in a bag, Gus. All right?
Correct.
And I need 1/3 cup.
Do you think it's I don't think it's all going to fit in one bag, Mary Beth.
That's what I was thinking too.
I think it's going to have to be 2 bags.
I think I'm going to have to do 2 bags. So,
Okay, I about got your parsley done here.
okay. And it's 1/3 cup of the breadcrumbs. And we put that in there. And since I think this is probably, it says 2 to 3 pounds, but I think it might be a little bit more, so I think I'm going to double this part with the breadcrumbs.
Okay, yes, and we did not weigh the packages that we had,
No.
but I believe they're probably about 1.5 pounds a piece.
Yeah, that's what you were thinking, and you would know.
Yes, so,
Because you see it enough.
okay. I'm ready with parsley.
Okay. Now we've got a 2/3 cup here. Okay, Gus, you've got that already? Is it chopped up real fine?
Oh, okay.
Can you do that?
I can do that.
You can do that? Great. All right, thank you. Now, in this part, we're going to put the breadcrumbs, the Parmesan cheese, and when you're done with that, I need 1/2 cup of the Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to get you to grate that for me.
To grate that?
Okay. And we do it on this Tupperware thing here, if you will do that, and I'll move that out of your way. And I'll take this salad dressing. Now what we're going to do right now is we're going to put all this dressing over this.
And what is the dressing?
That is my Italian seasoning, the one I make. You can go back on other shows to see the homemade zesty Italian
is it in
good
your cookbook?
seasonings. Actually, I'm not allowed to put names in my cookbook of stuff. So, no.
I was just wondering about the formula. So,
No, the formula, no. Because I do have
Secret
an Italian
formula?
one. I do have an Italian one in the lunch one that is made homemade totally with no packet. But I do like the zesty
I'm
Italian.
sorry, I understand. I thought you homemade that Italian.
Well, I do. I do the vinegar and the oil, but I have that little packet, the zesty Italian.
Right.
By Good Seasonings. And that's one my mom even used. Now we're going to put the lid on this and shape this here and let it sit in that for a little while.
Okay, I need to grate this cheese too, correct?
Huh?
How much cheese we're going to need?
I need a ½ a cup, and there's my ½ a cup right there. But let me show you something. This is wonderful, y'all. With the Tupperware, if you haven't seen this before, it comes off easy, but this is a new one. So you can do that. Then you don't scrub your fingers when you try to clean this, you know, because I used to
Right.
have that job at home. Okay, and then right here, it shows
It's
you a
got some
½ a
measurements.
cup right there.
Sure does.
So you don't even have to use that measuring cup. Just go ahead and do it up to there, right there. Okay?
Alrighty.
Thank you so much. And actually, I think I would go 3/4 because
We've got a little.
yeah, we do. I would go on up another
Okay, about
4th with that.
3/4.
And then that way it should work good for you.
Alrighty.
And it's also good for kids. That's a real good one for kids. Then I'm going to put in the salt and the pepper. So we just need a ½ a teaspoon of salt. In the bag. I almost put it in the wrong place. And then we need the pepper, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of the pepper. That's my paprika. Here's my pepper, simply organic. Is that easy to use, Gus?
I think I'm learning.
It's okay.
I'm learning.
All right, you're doing good. Do I need to help you? You're doing good.
I
That's
think
perfect right there. Just
okay.
don't scrub your knuckles.
No, don't want to do that.
Okay.
Don't want
And then
any
we're doing a ½ teaspoon
extra seasoning
of the
in there.
paprika in here. And this is organic. Y'all should, if you haven't bought organic spices, Simply Organic, you can get them at Ingles and you can get them at Whole Foods. But I've been using these for about 26 years. And they have the best smell. They're not irradiated, so they have all the nutrition left in it, and it's wonderful. All right, and we've got our parsley flakes. So let me put those in here. And I think what we're going to do is even chop that up more. These are hard to do, aren't they?
They were a little difficult.
They are.
Yeah, you give me all the hard jobs today.
I'm sorry. I'm tired today, so I'm just letting you do it all, okay? You're good in the kitchen, Gus.
Oh, you're a good teacher. I'm learning.
I love to teach it.
I'm learning. You're a very good teacher.
Do you know when-
In fact, you do home cooking classes, don't you?
I do.
Yes, yeah.
And I did a cooking class at Cook Station last night.
At Cook Station.
At downtown Greenville.
Wow,
It's a
great.
wonderful cooking store. Y'all might want to go there because they have that. This apron was from there. I love this apron.
That is good.
So it's really, I love all their stuff. These are hard to cut today. Let's put that in here now.
Just about got her.
Now you want fresh parsley. I mean, you could do fresh flakes, but parsley is one of the super foods. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yes, it is. It is excellent.
It's so nutrition packed, what you're saying.
Yes, it is.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So now we're going to do, we've got the breadcrumbs, we've got everything now.
Okay,
So
cheese
we need the cheese in here.
in there. Okay.
Yes.
Ready?
And Parmesan is harder. Do great. That's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, what we're going to do is we are going to put a piece of chicken in, and then we're going to stick it in this bag here.
Put it in this bag, okay?
Yes. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? This is what I do at home. This is how I cut corners.
Okay.
Sorry. And save a bag.
Teach you something, right? And save a bag?
Yep. Sorry, I'm always thinking about stuff like that. But
So you're
now,
gonna, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to put it in here.
Right?
Okay. Shake it around. Put a leg in here too.
It
And I
looks good.
I think we're going to have to use 2 bags, so I'm going to put 2 thighs and 2 drumsticks.
Okay. That would make a nice meal for somebody. It
So
sure
this
would.
could be, and if you're a widow, this is wonderful. You can invite somebody over, a
Yes, I was about
grandchild
to
or
say
a
that'd be
neighbor or a
great
friend.
meal for 2 people. It sure is.
And there, we're going to do that, and then we're going to freeze these others. Okay, so actually, we'll do 3. How did I do that? Okay, we've got 4. We have 5 drumsticks. I thought there was only 4. So I think I'm going to put 1 more in this one.
Okay. I think you've got enough.
There, can you zip that? I
I'll
didn't
be
touch the
glad to.
side. Okay. Now,
Okay.
would you just kind of shake it around
Get
so I
the
don't
air
get it
out
on?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, just shake it around a little bit?
Yeah, but be careful.
Sure.
Keep that part upward so it doesn't leak.
I understand.
Well, you could put it over. Just do it over the stove. It's fine. And then we're going to shake that around on that stuff.
Get it marinated.
Yes. Now, this is something I let my kids do. Once I got it in
Don't
there.
you know they...
Yes, yes.
We've got some kids in the audience. I think they would love to do this.
Yes, that's right.
All right, well...
We have one of our cameraman's son here.
We sure do.
We'll go to
We
commercial
sure do.
break
Let's go to
right now.
commercial
Thank
break.
you. Okay.
Hey, I'm Gus Hennendale back again from the commercial break with Mary Beth Oxendine cooking with Miss O. And during the commercial break, I thought it was great. This is what that I helped you make right here. And during the commercial break, Mary Beth said, well, I've got 2 meals. She said, I'll put in just Italian dressing and this one right here and shake them up. I thought that was a great idea, so you're getting really 2 meals on this show instead of 1.
And this is a good grill meal. See, I do
Very
that
good grill meal, yes.
It really is. So,
And this looks so pretty with the parsley and the cheese and stuff. So, like I said, what I really like is you've got 2 meals instead of 1, just right there, and you just came up with during the commercial.
and all you have to do is set it down the night before. Now, when I have it in my refrigerator, Gus, it is both shells, and it's packed, but I'll have like 4 of this and 4 of this.
Right.
And since it's summer, grill meals are good.
Right.
Okay.
Well, thank the audience so much, and thank you for letting me come, Mary Beth.
Yes, I'm so glad you came. Thank you, y'all, for watching. We appreciate it. Bye-bye.